What's going on, guys? Danny here. Yep, that's me. The anonymous background going on here. So it's almost 1 a.m. and I'm not camera ready. But I wanted to do is record this short video. Hopefully, it's short and kind of highlight something that crossed my mind the other day, and I published. And that's on Facebook, and that's if AI cannot verify, cannot vouch for you and the work that you've done with AI, are you even relevant? So, what I have here is I'm going to share my screen, and I have opened a few tabs. And in order for this test to be fair and accurate, I have not logged in to any of my accounts here on these AI models, right? So ChatGPT, I'm here on the using the incognito version of Chrome, and I used it to open a tab with ChatGPT, another one with Gemini, another one with Grok, Perplexity, and Meta, right? They're all on incognito. I have not logged on any of these accounts, so the output is unbiased, right? That is the objective. And um for each AI, I've asked a question. So I pre-wrote it here for this recording about me, right? So is that guy Danny real? Is he a chatbot guy, right? So let's see what they all have to say. I encourage you, if you're in the space, to do this exercise, or any space for that matter, and see what happens. What is the output? So let's go with ChatGPT. Who is Danny Monson from DM Digital? Can you help verify his credentials? Right. That's my question here today for ChatGPT. So it pulled a few images. My headshot, my this was my speaker image for Social Media Day Jacksonville 2018. A blog post with Chatbot Builder AI, and so it found a few things that is readily available, and case study, founder, the individual, blah blah blah. I want to see a conclusive recommendation um, that's relevant to my question. Is his credentials, right? So let's see. Key findings and summary. Name likely Daniel Limonson. Yep, that is my legal name. DM Digital specializing in chat automation, marketing loyalty programs, messenger bots. That's exactly it. ManyChat, blase blase. Some case studies, some projects I was involved with. Important caveats for verification. Okay. Let's see what it found. For engaging his services or verifying claims, you may want to ask for references from recent clients with contactable information. Fair. Proof of the award, ManyChat. I luckily still have it, of course. I think I'm gonna have that for a very long time. It means a lot to me. And I have it right. I'm looking at it right now. Um, Up-to-date company status. Is the business active in your region? In your region. I mean, these are fair questions. Contractual clarity on deliverables, automation, chatbots, ROI claims. Those are all fair game questions. Confirm the individual you're dealing with is his firm, since there are other DM Digital. agencies. And yes, it is my firm. Although I got divorced some time ago, it is still my company. The old name discrepancy. Well, that is actually myself. Yeah, that's me. Great. If you like, I can check corporate records. Incorporations. Well, I guess there's some history that ChatGPT found on the free account. Um, I did that exercise on my actual pro account using deep research, and it was great. I used that to um, serve as the part of the knowledge base for my custom AI assistant, AI agent. So Gemini, I did a cool exercise with Gemini just now today. Of course, I was using my own account. This one is like an anonymous account or without signing in. Let's see what it says. Question here though was, should I trust this guy, Danny Monzon? He says he's been building chatbots before AI. How can that be? How can that be? Um, the idea that someone was building chatbots before AI, before the current way of AI, is accurate. What do you know? And makes sense. I've encountered people that make a weird face when they mention some things like that. But yeah, that's true. We weren't using AI, we were using something different. Conditional logic is what we were using. The idea that okay, I read that already. Here's why. Rule-based and flow-based chatbots. Yeah, that's basically conditional logic. Before the sophisticated natural language, large language models, LLMs. So it gives a little bit of education, yeah. And shout out to my OGs that have been building since before AI. Um, Facebook called us at that conference, our first conference, the 1% of the 1% of digital marketers who are in the know. Yeah, back in 2018. So it's referring to some technologies and some ways that we were building bots back in the day, back in the day. Um, so for the reader to understand and just grasp that concept, that truth, right? In short, chatbots predate the current AI revolution. And his claim of building them before the latest technology is credible based on the history of chat automation. All right, so let me ask him something. Any further info you can dig out? Any further info you can dig out about the guy before I get on a Zoom with him? People don't want to waste their time. I don't want to waste anybody's time. I do something like this. I may search you online. Yeah, I might use ChatGPT or any other AI model. I used to use LinkedIn. I might use LinkedIn and overall do a Google search, right? So that's a smart thing to do before you get on a Zoom with somebody, right? Okay. Based on the available information, here's a summary. Core expertise, chat automation leader, or winning chat automation leader. Specifications, he specializes in building chat automation systems for e-commerce, select brick-and-mortar businesses. Current platform. As of late 2023, he transitioned to using Chatbot Builder AI. That's right. That's right. Shout out to the CBB Nation. And as an alternative to ManyChat, sharing his expertise, da, da, da. So 2 years plus 6. Next spring, it'll be 8 years. Time flies when you're having fun, huh? Agency. He's the founder of the digital industry served, the e-commerce consultant, entertainment, blah, blah, blah. Bilingual strategist. Hablamos español. Saludos a mi gente latina de todo el planeta. Key achievements. Okay, so um, I'm not. My objective is not to brag, although it feels pleasant to read about yourself, right? With some positive things that are out there, right? In your digital footprint. So um, I want to know, and I want to share what people would find if they rightfully so will dig or will investigate about yours truly if that opportunity came across, right? So very short summary, but positive. Wouldn't you agree? Grok. I like Grok. Um, Probably the AI model with the least amount of restrictions. I enjoy talking to Grok on a personal basis. What happened here? Enable. I probably interrupted it. What can you tell me? The question is a little bit different here. What can you tell me about Danny Monson? I want to report on his work history before considering him a good fit to build an AI agent for my Shopify store. So when you ask for a report, it kind of brainstorms what it's about to do, right? So this is what it's doing right now. It's telling you and it's telling itself, well, first I should do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and lastly, I would close my report with what I was saying, right? So it's telling me like a summary or a um an outline of how it's going to run the report, right? So we'll go back to that in a second or not. Let's see if it fires it out. It seems like it's getting it's doing some deep thinking, some deep research. I'm gonna continue perplexity and go back to Grok uh, right after. This question is also a little bit different, but with the same intention, right? A lot of people say they're great at building AI chatbots, but I don't know. I mean, that that uh that trend, right? It's like back in the day, chatbots like were kind of evil, and people didn't trust it, and um now it's like everybody wants a piece of it, right? How cool is this? So everybody says they're great at building AI, but I don't know. Should I trust this guy named Danny Monson? I I think it would associate my work with the the first sentence, right? I mean, okay, yeah, I did. I'm not gonna read the whole entire thing as it's very similar to what I've already read. Um, just um, just imagine it's if a prospect of yours, a potential agency partner, is looking into you or to decide if whether they are going to move forward or they feel like they're going to waste their time with you or whatever, right? So this is more than reviews, Google reviews. People can manipulate those. This is, the testimonials on someone's website. I mean, of course, I play by the rules and I have included real ones with real clients and agency partners. However, not everyone plays by the same rules, and that's another story for another Zoom. But this gives a lot of information. And if you have any of these accounts pro, use that, and you'll see how precise, how extensive that those reports are. Um, if you have some history, some skin in the game, you'll find it really interesting. So related. So it's listing a bunch of related topics where you can also dig a little bit more into. Let's see, let's just pick one and continue. How does Danny One's song compare to other chat marketing experts? Okay, that's a fair question right there. I want to know too. Interesting. I mean, that was an interesting question. Um, the specialty in chat and customer retention. Retention is my jam. That's true. He nice brand's voice. That's also true. He brings a unique perspective. That's two gizmos covering this perspective. Where we at? From a background that includes NYC nightclub promotion to founding an award-winning agency focused on chat automation. Okay, so I'm glad this is perplexity. I love it. I'm glad this is bringing up some truth, some parts of my trajectory that that make it I guess um worthwhile conversation, a worthwhile association, collaboration, I think. So one of those things are, or a few of those things are, um, retention strategies, right? Not just retention strategies, but that humanize brand's voice. I mean, you've heard me talking about humanize your bot, humanize your prompt, humanize your presentation, humanize the thing, right? So not only that, but a few other things that are very, very, very specific to my methodology, to my philosophy within building bots. So, um, yes, I was a nightclub promoter in New York City for a little bit over 4 years. I think I bring a lot of that, not a little bit of that, but a lot of that into the way I build relationships and um, that are mutually beneficial, I think. Uh, Retention, right? Was the second, and bear with me, it's one him, and I lost my line here. So Danny emphasizes, the rules of the game. That's another thing you guys hear me talk about, the rules of the game, right? Compliance. That is a fundamental fact that not a lot of people talk about, but I often bring it up, highlight it, give it the importance that it deserves, right? The rules of the game. And continuously learning through online communities, conferences, and courses. Yes, continuously learning. That's right. You stop learning and you are no longer a relevant. That is true. In this space is even more so true compared to other. Okay, so compared to other social media and chat marketing professionals, Danny is particularly focused on integrating chat automation with brand humanization, stressing that automation should not replace manual skill, but enhance it. He also highlights the importance of creating genuine mission-driven brand connections rather than just relying on automation alone. That's right. That's right. Um, what do you guys think? Would you give me an opportunity to present to you? Would you collaborate with me? Would you say, I don't know about this guy, I mean, he's wearing a hoodie and I can see his face, but what AI is saying seems pretty legit, right? I don't know. Um, let's go back and see what Grok put together. Let's not spend too much time here. We already have. Um, oh wow, it did an extensive report. I'm gonna stop getting my head gassed up with all these compliments, and I mean, Rest assured, with all these cool things they say, there came sacrifice, there came hard times, there came distractions, there came a lot of things. But you guys already know. And Meta is the I don't know Meta. Um even though I have social media accounts on there, I hang out on Facebook, Instagram on a daily basis. Not so much WhatsApp, I must confess. But Meta, I've had a bad experience with Meta, and I'll share with you in another video. It doesn't even know its own terms of service. Um, So I nailed Meta the other day on a few things and actually schooled it on its own terms of service. And I go back every once in a while and ask it the same thing, and it doesn't learn. It's stubborn and it apologizes profusely, and but it doesn't learn. And I'll share with you specifically which topics those are within the Meta terms of service. Meanwhile, Benjamin's on the individual. What can you tell me about him and his work? Meta. What's this? What do I need to do here? Yeah. Your interactions with AI may be used to improve. Okay, what's this? What do I need to pick? I'll just pick whatever. I don't care. Wait, providing your birthday. I'm not gonna provide my birthday here publicly, you guys. I got millions of people here watching. I'm just kidding. Chief marketing officer. That's a little bit like blowing it up. I don't know. I don't know if I ever called myself chief marketing officer. Maybe when I founded it like in 2017. Individuals and brands attract qualified prospects and grow their online audience. He's a specialist in retention strategies using AI automation. So there you have it, guys. I think we saw a lot, a few repetitive um, mentions that I am not an AI guy per se, right? And I've said this in some forums and one-on-ones conversations and yes I am not an AI guy I don't or an AI expert I think that's reserved for a few I am a chat automation specialist. I don't even like the word expert um for a few reasons but I'm that who uses AI to leverage who uses AI um to find results for my clients, right? With a an objective, a measurable outcome, right? Um, that I think becomes a difference. A lot of people are automating stuff and without a definitive outcome that is measurable, that is traceable, that is, um, that is conducive to business growth, right? I think that's one aspect of AI and tools and and chat automation that I'll continue to learn even with this history and teach others, right? Right. So thanks guys for hanging out with me. I will share this video on some relevant groups and I encourage you to do the same. See what ChatGPT, Grok, whoever is your preferred AI model has to say about you. Are you relevant in your space? I think so. I think this makes us relevant, although some people who may think otherwise have a different train of thought. But I firmly believe that AI is going to help us make decisions faster. And a practical example of one way I use AI to not only I didn't want to go on Google reviews and find Google reviews about this person. I needed to find more than that. I needed to investigate right? And he did. And I found out because of this exercise, asking for someone in real life, in a real life scenario. It was not a chat marketing guy. It was not a bot building guy. Way out of that space, it's an attorney that I needed to dig into, and I found very interesting things that made the case very, very interesting. I can't share anything more about that, but what I just did. And if I would have looked into Google reviews, I would not have known a lot of the facts that I found about um, this attorney. And the second example, I forgot who it was, but I did the same. So a lender, I was on the phone. Actually, my mother was on the phone with the lender, and they're based out of California because I know that California is the state that has the um, most protective, let's just call it that, most protective rules and regulations that protect the consumer. And I just happened to overhear the person on the phone asking my mother to send some documents via text, the photo of some documents via text to his personal phone number. That rang a bell. My compliance bell went off, and sure enough, I did some digging into the company, and not into the guy, but into the company, and there were some major, major concerns. Um, and I would not have found, I don't think, same information with Google reviews or Trustpilot, right? So I encourage you to dig into the person you're about to do business with. You're about to get married. You're about to um, just have a Zoom with, because you'll find some. I am not saying you'll find some with the intention of finding something negative. On the other hand, look into it with the intention of finding something positive, something that you can measure about his or her history that's going to catch his or her attention, where you may connect with that person at a deeper level. With that, Diamond Son, automation specialist. If not, as these guys. See ya.